Hello, everybody. Hello. No, I'm just kidding. Hi, guys. It's Phoenix here, and today we're going to be doing Funtime Foxy. And I think I left off where we just need to do the teeth and shading. So I'm not going to, beat around the bush. Let's just get into it. What we're going to need is light gray today. So make sure you have light gray wool, dirt, block of coal, gray wool, and pink should do. If anything else comes up, I will make sure to tell you when it's needed. But we're going to start from the bottom and work our way up. And that should be an easy way to get through this tutorial quickly. So first off, let's start at the bottom where we have the shoulder area right here. Let's take our light gray wool and just surround the outer perimeter with a light gray block for each section. And if you want to thicken up the shading, you can do that on your own. But what I just did was like this. I just made our outer perimeter like that, and the inner side part was going to be white for each of these. The middle part, the bow tie, of course, I don't need to tell you this. It's not going to be light gray. It's a bow tie. It's going to be all red. I will probably experiment with shading. Actually, I probably won't. But if you guys do manage to do your own shading for the bow tie, you can send me it on Twitter. I like to see variations of the pixel arts and to see how they turned out. This one is kind of weird right here for the shading. You might want to not continue put everything light gray, but you can like leave the spot white right here. And then over on the right shoulder, we can mix it up a bit. Below the 5 flat right here, we can actually put probably 2 rows of extra light gray for the 5 flat. And then once we do this is kind of just thickening it up. We can go down into the left, 2 flat, down into the left, 1 single, down to left, 1 single again, and then down to left, 2 vertical. And you can either bring this down to the floor, or you can just leave it where it was. All that matters is that you have like a kind of thicker line. That's what I had on mine. This is not an exact copy, but it is a relative thickness. Like, it's close enough to the thickness that I had. And I'm pretty sure you guys just want to be close, not perfect. Like, you guys can do whatever you want for the shading. I'm just giving you guys borderline tips. Anyways, for the neck, we're moving up now. We're going to go below this top part right here. So you see how this whole little triangle shape right here has this little point right here. We're going to put 2 dark grays down from there. 1, 2. And from the bottom dark gray, we're going to the right side of it. And we're going to put 3 dark grays going down from there. So 1, 2, 3. And that's supposed to signify the animatronic spring in his neck. You can switch over to a black wool if you want. Not a coal, a black wool. And color it in from there, and that could just be like the empty gap in his neck, and looks kind of good. Moving on to the chin, both parts of the chin are going to get some shading. Every part from here on gets shading, I believe. The left side of the face, top side of the face, all that other good stuff. So for the chin, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the left side where we have our first 2 flat, so this one right here. And on the left side of it, we're going to put 2 light gray going down from it. 1, 2. We're then going to go down into the right, 3 single. 1, 2, 3. Down to right, 2 vertical. Down to right, 3 single. 1, 2, 3. And if at any point my batteries die, I'm just going to do a jump cut, guys. My batteries are dying right now, but I want to just keep going. So yeah. So now we're going to go down to right, 6 flat. So placement block underneath and 6 flat to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And to close out the shape, we're just going to go up and to the right, 2 vertical now. Perfect. Top part's going to be all white. Bottom part's going to be all light gray. That's for the left part of the jaw. For the right part of the jaw, we'll go to the right lip, where we have these 4 kind of just hanging by themselves. And on the third block, so this one right here, 1, 2, 3. We're going to put 1 light gray below it. We're then going to go down to the right, 7 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that will follow a similar structure. Bottom is all light gray. Top is all white wool. Now let's move on to the teeth. The teeth are going to be the hardest thing to do right now. We're going to need some white, I'm pretty sure. And it's kind of simple at the same time difficult. Once you have the teeth, everything else is going to be black around it. So let's do that. I'm going to put the coal away for now, or I can put the glass away actually, because we're not going to use glass in this one. The glass was for the REM build. If you guys are building REM from ReZero, you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, for the white wool, first we're going to the left side of the mouth, where we have this long stand of 5 blocks. And next to each of these blocks, we're going to put a white wool. So let's do that. We're then going to go to the bottom block in our white wool right here and go down to the right, 1 single. From that 1 single, we're going to put an extra block to the right. And from that extra block, we're going to put 1 below and 3 above. 1, 2, 3. That's 2 of the teeth now. From there, we're going to go down to the right to where we have this 1 single here, not connected directly. So we have this 1 single block of coal, and above it, we're going to put 3 white wools. So let's use the coals on the bottom half as our signature spots for where we're going to put our teeth. That way we don't have to use because some of the teeth aren't touching, we don't have to use the teeth as markers. We can actually just use this bottom row of coal. So after that 1 single, let's go over to the 2 flat that come right after it. And to the left block and the 2 flat, we're going to put 1 on top. And the right block's going to get 3 on top. 1, 2, 3. Now, going down to the right, where we have the 3 flat, we're going to go to the 2 blocks on the right here. And each of them are going to get 2 on top. So, 1, 2, 1, 2. And the left one is going to get an extra 2 going up, so get the sharpness of the teeth going. Now here's where it starts getting tricky. We probably have about 12 more teeth left. We're going to go to the 6 flat down here. On the first 2 blocks in the 6 flat, we're going to put 1 white wool above them. Then we're going to skip a space. And then we're going to put another 2 white wool. And what we're going to do with each of those white wools is they're going to be like mirrors of each other. The left one, you see how we have these 2 groups. So the left group, the right block is going to get 3 on top. It's very tongue twisting. Left group, right block, and then right block. Right group, left block. I can't talk today, guys. So that's how this one's supposed to look. We're gonna mirror it over here. So right group, left block gets 3 on top of it as well. 1, 2, 3. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teeth complete. Perfect. So let's go to this longer stretch right here. And on the long stretch, we're going to get the first 2 blocks with white wool above them. Then a space. Then 3 white wool. Then a space again. Then 2 white wool. Then a space. Then 2 white wool again. So from each of those white wools, I'm going to just go over what we're going to do, starting from the left side. Left side block, we're going to just do another layer of each of these. So 1, 1. Whoops. 1, 1. Then the right block gets 3 on top. 1, 2, 3. And that's the finished tooth. Let's shift over to the second one. Second one gets another copy row. Then the 2 on the right get 2 above each of them. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Moving on to the third one. We're going to put another row. Then the one on the left gets 2 above it. 1, 2. And that's the tooth complete. And we're going to move on to the second to last one. This one right here. The block on the right is going to get 3 above it. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And now going over to these 2 singles right here. Each of them are going to get 1 above each block. So 1, 1. And then the left block is going to get an extra 3 on top. 1, 2, 3. So that's the entire bottom row of teeth. Let's move on to the top row now. And the top row is actually all connected to this long stretch right here. So that's perfect for us. Let's go all the way to the left side of this long stretch of 31. And what we're going to do is let's do a similar thing what we did right there, where we just put the first block of each one and then we went back and filled them in. So we're going to put, starting on the first block, 2 flat. Let me move the black wool next to it, or at least closer. Then a space. 2 flat again. Actually, it's going to be a bunch in a row. Ooh. I think it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in a row or something like that. Give me a second, guys, because this is very confusing. It's definitely going to be 4. So we had a little bit of a misconception. From this 2 flat right here, we're going to erase the one on the right. So it's just going to be 1 block, then a space. Then after that, we're going to put 6 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then a space. 3 flat. Then a space. 3 flat again. Then 2 spaces, so 1, 2. Then we're going to go with a whopping, I think this is going to be about 8 in length. Or 8 or 9. I think it goes all the way to the final end right there, so that's my problem. Let's just extend it over to the end. And if I need to change it, we will change it. Ooh, I went a little bit too far. So I'm going to count 9. I think it's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. If it's not 9, I will correct it, or I'll probably have a pop-up or something on screen. But, guys, I don't think we have an issue right there. We can actually split it up. Instead of 9, we're going to put 2, then a space, then 7, and we'll see if that works, okay? If it doesn't work, I will change it. But for now, I want to see if that will work. And it's not 7 actually, because the space makes it 6. So it's 2, space, and 6. Anyways, let's start from the left side. Now that we have our row complete. On the left side, where we have the 2 flat to start us off, we're going to go to the right block in it and put 1 underneath. And that's it for that tooth. Going to this 1 single, we're going to put 2 underneath. And that's that tooth. Very easy so far. From this set of 6 flat right here, first block is going to get 2 below it. Second block is going to get skipped. Third and fourth block are going to get 2 below them. Fifth block gets skipped. And sixth block is going to get 3 below it. So it goes down a little bit farther than everything else, but it's okay. So we're done with that tooth now. We can skip on other. So from this 3 flat here, we're going to do another row of 3 flat. Then the middle block is going to get an extra 2 underneath it. Following that up, we have another set of 3 flat. The 2 on the left are going to get 1 below each of them. Then the middle block is going to get an extra 2 below it. So it looks kind of like the one to the left of it, except it extends down a little bit less, or it consists of a little bit less blocks. Now from this 2 flat right here, we're going to put another row of 2 flat. And then on the right side, we're going to get 2 going extra below it. And then now that leaves the final section of 6. So in the first block in our 6, we're going to put 3 below it. Second block gets 2 below it. 1, 2. We're going to leave the third block alone. Fourth block gets 3 below it. Sorry, my cameraman turned off, but we're going to continue. 3 below it. 1, 2, 3. And then the final 2 blocks, we're going to put 1 below the second to last one. And then 2 below the final one. And that's it for the teeth. You can color in everything extra with black wool now. Let's move on to the shading, which is going to be with the light gray wool. So you can move your light gray wool a little bit closer to your dirt blocks, so that way it's easier to shade. So from the light gray wool, we're going to do the right cheek first. And sorry for more background noise, guys. I'm not in college right now, so I'm in like the neighborhood, which I don't like recording from my house. I hate it here. But I have to record, otherwise I'm never going to start recording again. So I'm going to try and do my best. Anyways, from the right cheek, where we have the 8 vertical right here, we're going to start from the top and count 4 blocks down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 4th block, we're going to put 5 light grays to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, we're going to up and to the right, 3 flat. Up and to the right, 4 single. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right, 2 vertical. Up and to the right, 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then up and to the left, 1 single. And that's going to be the separation for the right cheek that we needed. Let's move on to the left cheek now. Then we will be doing the eyes soon, and we will be done in just a little bit of time. I think hopefully I don't forget to do the little spots on his snout. He does have like these little purple spots, and I keep looking at them like I don't want to forget them, but I feel like I might forget them because they're just so tiny. So on the left cheek where we have the 4 flat right here, we're gonna go to the first block in it and put 2 light grays underneath. We're then gonna go down to the left, 2 single, 1, 2, up and to the left now to reach the wall, 2 flat, 2 times in a row, 1, 2, 1, 2, up and to the left, 2 single, and actually we can extend that into a 3 single now that I think about it, because we're gonna be doing like a weird R-shaped thing backwards. So let's go up and to left, 2 vertical, and from the top block into 2 vertical, we're gonna just put 1 to the left. We're now gonna go up and to left, 1 single, up and to left, 2 flat, up and to left, 1 single again, and then up and to left, 2 vertical. Now we just have a little bit of the upper face to do, which is going to be the eye shading and also just a little bit of light gray that we forgot. But first I want to do the purplish thing that I said that I was going to forget. So let's find the clay color I used. I think I used a purple clay. Let's try blue hardened clay, and that looks perfect. So let's switch to the blue hardened clay, and we'll move in closer to his snout. And we'll do the left side of his snout first, and then his right side. And then we'll just move on from there. So on the left side of his snout, where we have the 2 flat right here, let's go up and to the left. From it, 2 vertical pieces of placement block, like so. Then from that placement block, we're going to go up 3 pieces of blue hardened clay. 1, 2, 3. And on the 2 bottom blocks in the blue hardened clay, we're going to get 1 to the left of each of those. So 1 and 1. After you have that little shape set up, you can start doing the other 2 shapes. So first we're going to go to the left side of these 2 right here, and we're going to put 2 grass blocks to the left of each of them. So 1, 1, and 1, 1. After those 2 grass blocks, we're going to do the same shape except with blue hardened clay. So we're going to do 1, 1, and 1, 1. And now underneath them, each of these are going to get 1. And that's the first spot. The second spot, however, is going to be a little bit harder to do. Let's go back to our original first spot, or whatever this is called. It's like a freckle, first freckle. And we're going to go to the left side of it, this top corner right here, and go up and to the left, 2 vertical. Then we're going to put 3 pieces of blue hardened clay on top. 1, 2, 3. And from those, we're going to imitate this same one over here. The 2 bottom spots are going to get 1 to the left of each of them. So it's going to look exactly like the one that's down and to the right from it. And those are the freckles on the left side of the face. Now let's shift over into the right part and do those. So on the right side of the face, we're going to start at the top where we have this 3 vertical right here. And the 3 vertical is going to get a blue hardened clay to the left of each of them. 1, 1, 1. And then the top block is going to get an extra block to the left of each of those. And that's it for the first freckle. Going down to the right to where we have the 4 vertical pieces right here. The 3 bottom blocks are going to get 1 to the left of each of them. So 1, 2, 3. Then the 2 bottom blocks are going to get an extra 1 to the left of those. Very easy to follow along with. Same amount of blocks as the one up there, just rotated at a different angle. Now from where we have the 2 right here, we're going to go to the top block and put 1 grass block to the left, followed by 2 pieces of blue hardened clay. Once you have each of those blue hardened clay, we're going to put 1 on top of each. And that's it for the freckles. So you're done shading, or whatever you want to call this. We're going to move on to the eye. and also the final pieces of shading in the face. So I want to do the eye first because it's a lot easier to do. So for the eye, what we're going to do is start above the cheek, not anywhere else, just above it. And it's going to be on the left side. So above the cheek on the left side, where we have this 5 flat at the highest point, we're going to go to the final block in it, and we're going to switch over to our pink and put 1 on top. We're then going to go up and to the left, 5 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and to the left, 4 vertical, and this should cross through pieces of the thing, so just don't count the ones that are already blocked out. So 1, 2, this one doesn't count, 3, 4. As you can see, we're gonna leave that black, but I counted it as 4 vertical because it kind of goes through it. We're then gonna go up and to the right, 3 vertical, 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right, 2 vertical, 3 times in a row. 1, 2, place and block, 1, 2, place and block again, 1, 2. And it's borderline shaping out the exact way of the eye. It's just kind of a little bit different. So on the top block in the final one right there, we're going to put 1 to the right. We're then going to go up and to the right, 1 single. Up and to the right, 2 flat. And then up and to the right, 9 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's half of the first eye. We need to go all the way to the next eye, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. So let's just keep going. So we're going to go down and to the right. 5 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to mix a point right here where we start using just a little bit of the black coal, because I do want to connect the eyes with it, and we haven't done that yet. So switching black to the black coal after this part, you'll see what I'm talking about. So from here, we're going to go down and to the right, 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see where the intersection of that little vertical black mixed with the, I guess, the flat 4 we have here. We're going to cancel that out. So swap the one that's underneath it with a block of coal. And you can see where we're going to be going down from. So just for a preemptive spot to block off the line, because we're just going to bring it straight down. Let's go to the right eye where we have this 7 vertical right here. And on the second to last block from the bottom, so this one right here, we're just going to put 5 to the left to bridge the gap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's where our stopping point is going to be. This little bridge right here. So you can bring this all the way down. Let's see how many extra blocks it is, though. I'll count it out for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 extra blocks. That's interesting. Anyways, that's just what we're doing there. We can go back to using our pink now and continuing wrapping around the eye because we're almost done right there. So what I want to do is we're going to go up and to the right from the 4 flat, 4 singles. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right, 11 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And let's start heading down now and finishing out this shape. So underneath now with our placement blocks, we're going to go down and to the right, 3 single. 1, 2, 3. Down to the right, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. Down and to the right, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Down and to the right, 6 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And kind of like what we like, this is a common theme for this part. It's just gonna go through it when we have like blocks. So this could have been pink, but we're just gonna pretend it's pink there and add it as part of the counter. And now to touch down with what we already have, we're going to go down to the left, 2 vertical, 3 times in a row, and that should lock out the shape and complete the pink outer lining. So 1, 2, and 3. Now, what we're going to do is switch to our light gray. And this is going to be our final part of the shading, actually. On the left side of this part that connects to the eye, So it's like 10 flat right here. We're gonna go to the final block in the 10 flat and put 3 light gray on top. 1, 2, 3. We're then gonna go up and to the left, 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna start going up and to the right from there, and we're not gonna stop until we're at the top of the head. So let's go up and to the right, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right, 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right, 3 vertical, 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 3. Placement block. 1, 2, 3. And anything can be used as a placement block. I'm just using the white wool right now because it's obvious we don't need it. Now let's go up and to the right, 3 singles. 1, 2, 3. And just to lock out the shape now, we're gonna start doing flats. We might have 1 single or like 2 singles left, but we're gonna be using flats right now. Let's go up and to the right, 2 flat, 2 times in a row. 1, 2. 1, 2. Up and to the right, 1 single. Up and to the right, 2 flat. Up and to the right, 1 single again. Up and to the right, 2 flat. And then up and to the right, 5 flat. And this should finish off the shading part. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we're done. I'm going to jump into the finished build for you guys so you guys can see it. And hopefully you guys did enjoy building it this far. If you guys are pros, most of you are, you can just finish it off with a thumbnail. But I will go over the colors anyways. So I will see you guys in the jump cut. So now we're here with the final build. And I think from what we've done so far, we only need pink wool, white wool, light gray wool, black wool, red wool, and pink hardened clay. Everything else I'm pretty sure I already colored in for you guys before. But just in case I didn't, we'll just cover it or you guys can see it in the finished product right now. So starting from the bottom, everything else on the bottom half of the body, like I told you, we did the outline is light gray, but the other stuff is going to be all white wool. Then the bow tie is going to be red, and that sums up pretty much all the bottom half right there. We did the neck right there with the animatronic color. Like I told you, that's going to be like the little animatronic gear in his neck that keeps the torso to the head. Then moving up to the face, we separated all the spots where I want the light gray separated from the white for the shading. And up close it looks kind of funny, but as you can see on the right hand camera screen, from far it looks better. So everything on the bottom is going to always be light gray on both sections. Or on the left, I guess, is going to be light gray as well. And then everything else is going to be white, as you can see from each section. The bottom half of the lip is going to be pink hardened clay on both sections. And so is the top half. These left and right are going to be pink hardened clay. The teeth, we already marked out the teeth, so everything else that's not a tooth is going to be black wool. The cheeks are going to follow the same lip structure. We're going to use pink hardened clay for those. And then we can move on to the inner face. The inner face, we already did the freckles, so that's everything else is going to be pink. And on the nose is going to be black. We already did the shading on the nose. The eyes, we have the yellow perimeter. The golden yellow, whatever you want to call it, the clay perimeter with the inner yellow and then the inner white. Then we got the eyeball, which is white, and then the top of the eyelid is going to be dark gray wool. Now, we already did the outline, but we didn't color it in yet. So everything inside, close to the face, is going to be pink. Everything outside, like I said before, is going to be white. And the eyebrows are going to be pink hardened clay as well. Moving up to the ears, I don't think we sectioned this part off, but you can. I sectioned it off with coal, and I just blocked off the ears, but the ears are going to be just a little bit of a light gray wool color in between right here on each section. And then the rest of it is going to be white, followed by the inner part going to be pink hardened clay. And I don't know if I told you this, but I did this on my own. The outer perimeter, or the final blocks closest to the wall, you can put light gray wool on, as you can see, and it looks pretty nice. I might put an extra couple right here. Oops, this doesn't belong here. Let's put an extra couple in just to make it look nicer. But you can just experiment with it, maybe make a bit different thickness, and it might look better. And you can also do it in the hair too. The hair, you see the outer wall, I put extra light grays. Let's see how much it looks if we add more. or how much better it looks, sorry. And once you have that done, we'll do the right ear with the same color palette. Inner part right here, we have this one light gray, and then this big chunk of light gray where you can just color in the gear. But that's about it. So if you guys finished this pixel art tutorial, be sure to send me it on Twitter. The link is in the description below. I'm kind of rambling right now, and it's kind of hard to speak. I don't know if you guys caught me stuttering through a lot of that, but you know, I'm just trying to get through this tutorial. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you guys made it this far, congratulations for trooping on. This is Phoenix, and as always, I will see you guys later. Bye.